Can we talk about Aggretsuko's Haida and his borderline stalker behavior? I hope you said yes, because that's what we're doing! If you ever wish that Hello Kitty was angry and occasionally foul-mouthed, or if BoJack Horseman ever left you wanting more animal-run societies, Aggretsuko is the series you've been waiting for. The show follows Retsuko, an adorable 25-year-old red panda who screams into a microphone by night, but most days she just works in a typical office setting. Her boss hates her and her co-workers are really strange people full of character, but no one is more strange than Haida, an accountant that spends all of his time pining away for Retsuko. But you know what Haida never does? Express any type of romantic intent towards Retsuko, which makes me nuts. Now, I fully understand that this is a modern day setting, so if Haida did ask out Retsuko and she took it poorly, Haida could get in trouble with HR or have a permanently awkward relationship with his friends at work. So if Haida never gets the courage to ask out Retsuko because he's worried about a backlash, fine, that's okay, he can have his secret little crush. The problem though is that Haida's crush is not a secret to anyone but Retsuko, and his behavior when he thinks Retsuko might be dating is beyond ridiculous. Haida will get flustered, drink until he's flat on his back outside in the elements, and just generally gets weird, sometimes even crying out or screaming, which is just creepy. Alright, to me, you get one chance to act like this, and then if you don't say something to the girl you like, that's it. You have to let her go. Repercussions or not, it's better to get closure and move on than to spend the rest of your life obsessing over a girl that you barely know. Yeah, they're work friends and all, but Retsuko actually hides a lot of her personality and feelings from her co-workers. So nobody in the office really has a clue what she's about. To them, she's just this generic model of an employee with little discernible personality. And that's not a bad way for Retsuko to be. She doesn't really have a close relationship with anybody at her office, so there's no real reason for her to share every facet of her life with them. Instead, she's professional, and people who are close to her do definitely know her personality, so it's not like she's fake. She just doesn't give people information that is none of their business. But with how little she shares with the people she actually works with every day, it does show that Haida's obsession with Retsuko has very little to do with her as a person, and more to do with Haida thinking that Retzi is this perfect female figure and she'll complete his life or fix it somehow. Because at work, Retsuko does kind of present herself as this perfect female model employee. She does what she's told, she's never in trouble on purpose, she's always very eager to please, and that sounds like the perfect kind of girl I would want to date. How about you? But the point is that Retsuko's work persona is not her real persona. And actually, the series even acknowledges that Haida idealizes Retsuko. And you never know until you try. Maybe Retsuko would be open to dating Haida and they'd make the perfect couple. But you don't find out by whining to Finiko for years and hoping that the girl of your dreams will just somehow take notice of your non-hints and ask you out. Take some charge in your own life. Finding out one way or the other is way better than making yourself crazy in this love limbo for the rest of your life. I know some people don't believe this, but men and women can be platonic friends with absolutely no romantic interest in each other. So just because a guy's friendly with you at work doesn't mean you should pick that up as a hint that he's in love with you secretly. You have to say something. I know, I get it. Haida's a cartoon. He's supposed to be an over-dramatization of somebody with those types of feelings. But seriously, everybody else in the series has some kind of personality arc that is involved in a work setting that makes sense for the show. There really are bosses out there that will crap all over you, just like there really are office flirts who will shirk off all their work by batting their eyes at some guy. There are really social media stalkers and gossips and Weasley little yes men. But Haida really serves no other purpose than to be secretly in love with a coworker that he won't ask out. Seriously, Haida comes in with no personality of his own, no office stereotypes, nothing. And usually we only see Haida when he's coming in to fix a situation for Retsuko, even if it's behind her back without her knowledge. That's just creepy. Don't try to be a hero in secret just so she might hear about it through a friend of a friend of a friend and love you too suddenly. Show people that you're a good partner by communicating with them and showing them that you will help them if they need you, but you'll also step back and let them do what they'll need to do you if they don't want your help. And for the love of all harmony, don't make people guess about your motives. Even allowing Haida to help Retsuko break up with Tadano is really a double-edged sword. Is he helping to be a good friend? Or is he just helping because he doesn't want to see Retsuko with anyone else? It's a little bit open to interpretation because we don't know enough about Haida to know whether or not he'd abuse his friendship with Retsuko. But would Retsuko have asked for Haida's help if she knew how he felt? It's a slippery slope to let Haida involved in things like breakups, especially when he'll try to help Retsuko by going behind her back. Because what's to stop Haida from developing a taste for ruining Retsuko's relationships? Then he can make sure that she's always alone and single and just sitting there like a doll on a shelf, waiting for Haida to decide whether or not he wants to play with her. And considering that Haida will go behind Retsuko's back to help her when he deems a problem too big for her to handle, Haida later deciding, that guy's not right for Retsuko, I'm gonna chase him off for her, is not that far off the mark. Plus, at the end of the day, does anybody want to go out with a guy who is so intimidated by you or so afraid of rejection that he'll never be brave enough to ask you out? It's 2019 and all, but I don't want to date an emotionally stunted wimp, because if that relationship did go anywhere, then I'd probably end up having to handle every issue alone the rest of my life while my partner sits and mopes and drinks and cries in the corner. And actually, when Retsuko was thinking about getting married so that she could leave her work, she did toy with the idea of being with Haida and then dismissed him quickly on. Haida's vision for a wife didn't match what Retsuko wanted for her future. She played that simulation, it crashed and burned. And when Retsuko asked, Haida didn't express any romantic interest in her, so in her mind, they're already a non-issue. Unrequited love is one thing, but this is more like obsession meets oblivion. And that's just not a healthy thing to be representing to people. Haida either needs to get a little courage and ask Retsuko out, or he needs to mentally back off and let her go for good. I just want to slap his overbite face every time he comes in. Oh, Retsuko, say something or move on. And wait a second, hold on. At the end of season 1, didn't Haida confess his feelings to Retsuko and she said, no, I only want to be your friend? I might be wrong, but I do vaguely remember that. And if that's the case, and Haida is still pining away for Retsuko or acting like this after she said no, then he's beyond a creeper. He's a psychopath that is never gonna leave her alone. It's not cool, Haida. It's not. She'll let you know if she changes her mind. It might not be reality, but relationships should be built on respect. You guys, I don't even know what to derp today, and it's really upsetting because this is the perfect kind of show to sing along to at the end. I can't do that death metal though, it just like rips my throat apart. Goodness. I guess the closest I could do is maybe Linkin Park, if even. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys, so for one last time I need y'all to roar. Now what the heck are you waiting for? After me, there can be no more. So for one last time, let's make some noise. Get your hard drive scratched by the Beastie Boys. Wait, no, that's encore. I don't know. That one doesn't feel hardcore enough. What else do I have? Why does it feel like night today? Something in here's not right today. Why am I so uptight today? Paranoia's all I got left. I don't know what stressed me first or how the pressure was fed, but I know just what it feels like to have a voice in the back of my head, like a face that I hold inside, face that awakes when I close my eyes, face that watches every time I lie, face that laughs every time I fall and watches everything. Yeah, that feels more Haida-y. Well, I guess that's the end of the Derpity Derps. For any of you who are new here, or who have just never watched to the end of one of my videos before, and you're going, what is going on and what's wrong with her hair? Well, what's going on is that we kind of decompress a little bit at the end of videos. Like, okay, the actual topic's over, but let's not leave just yet. Let's hang out a little bit. And what's going on with my hair, in case anybody happened to notice or it looks weird. I don't know how it looks on camera yet. I'm about to find out when I stop this video. But I had gotten a box of permanent rose gold dye by Fieria, and it just really didn't stick. It turned the little bit of blue I had left kind of this gray. It kind of made a gray pink in my hair. And I don't know if that's because I bought it on clearance, so maybe it had expired, but I couldn't find an expiration date on the box. Anyways, long story short, Feria permanent hair color is garbage. Thanks for watching, everybody. You've been listening to McGann ramble on like a crazy person, so let's just say cut. Even allowing Haida to help Retsuko break up with Tadano? Fine. But the point is that Retsuko's work persona is not her real Well, family members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, "Hey McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that?" Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Family. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Family and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share one or two on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos like you helps to tell the site, hey, this is a good video, we should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, family members. Bye.